Hey man, how are you?
I'm good. And you?
I'm really happy, man. I'm really, really happy.
Wow.
I've just come back from Switzerland. I've been there for 10 days, which was amazing.
All day or what in Switzerland?
It was
You
like
did.
a dancing retreat or immersion week where we kind of had a program and we learned a lot about European folk dances and also gave workshops to each other. So it was like a really hard space with morning circle and opening up and being vulnerable, all the good stuff, real good food.
Okay.
It's really amazing in the
Wow.
Switzerland, like hilly area. It's really, really great.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that you were interested in something like that in terms of dancing, but when you explained it to me, the safe place circles, so and a specific type of connections with people and behavior. Yeah, this is what Car likes. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, very true, very true. It's so funny
yeah. What?
because I have like several several different areas in life where I'm kind of tapped into coaching, dancing, promotion, company, like the last work that I've did. And like they kind of, I sometimes tell about the other things, but they don't really know each other, you know, and they don't know the
Yeah,
part of me that is present there, which is really fun.
yeah. I like it. I like it. I like it. And the first thing I thought when you asked me to join you on this video, it was, I suggest you to skip this video to the person who are going to watch us. No, it's like a provoking quotes, because we are not used anymore to stay longer than few minutes, no, at watching people talking, no.
Yeah,
Maybe there are edits, there are a storytelling behind that is built by a producer or something like that. So stay there and talk without a topic, improvising, and yeah, following the flow. It's so interesting, so
yeah.
interesting. So
I mean,
for
I really enjoy it talking to people, and I think you're a really interesting person, and I have a good connection with you.
oh yeah.
That's why I invited
Yeah,
you.
yeah, I can say the same. I can say the same. Yeah, we started meeting each other, yeah, for sure, at IPEC, but a lot with our sessions together, no?
Yeah,
After the first weeks of this course. And yeah, it was a great way, a funny way to improve coaching skills, knowing each other better. And yeah, great. Yeah,
how are things going for you right now?
they're good. They're good. A lot of stuff is going on. A lot of practical stuff. And this next week, Tanya, one of our peers, is coming here to Italy for a few days, and we are going to create a collaboration around the podcast. And yeah, I work with her as a coachee. I asked her to coach me, and that thing creates not only a coaching partnerships, but also a relationship in terms of brainstorming, exchanges ideas, And yeah, I share with her my desire to use a lot of recordings, ambient recordings of the sea, of the nature in general, as an inspiration for some meditative contents. And I also put here and there some music, some soundscapes, something that inspires you to go, I don't know where where you want to go. And yeah, she inspired me, saying that she would like to add some conversation on that, some topics, some inspiration. And so started this idea of creating a podcast in a different way, that is a little bit a guided meditation, a little bit something that can inspire you in terms of different topics. And so we are going to do it in the next few days, and that's great to stay together in the same room. So this is real. We are not only in front of each other with a Zoom call. So that's great. And yeah, there is also a lot of coaching stuff that it started in the last month, at the beginning of the new year. And yeah, also that part is real. The business part is something concrete now. So I have 4 clients, different type of clients, and I'm enjoying to do that sessions with them. And I have a lot to learn. I know it, and I'm always in student mode. At the same time, yeah, I'm also taking action on having my session, my paid session. So that's great. That's great.
Wow,
This is what
sounds
is
amazing.
going on right now. Yeah,
I'm so excited that you start something with Tanya and you create something together. That's so cool.
Yeah. Me too. I'm very excited. Yeah, very excited. Yeah. Also, this thing of being together in the same place. It's something that I want to experience now, because we haven't yet, no. And what's the difference? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. And what else? Yeah, I am mixing better day by day my interest and my old job that is I kept it, so producing and mixing music. And yeah, I have done a good job on time management, so I have something to do in terms of music. At the same time, I have space and time to practice coaching. And yeah, then that's good. That's good because it's real now. It's not more a topic discussed in a peer session or in a coaching session. No? It's real. This is the main difference. And yeah, it's better than the version I imagine it. Yeah. And also being here with you and talking, it's good because it's something that it's like a clue of change, no? Of my change, our change. And yeah, this is great. This is great. Change is possible.
Yeah.
And yeah, we are an example in a way, not because other people have to do the same actions we had. We can share what we have done, and also be able to inspire others to do what they want. This is great. I love to share my experience if needed.
Yeah, that really resonates with me. How we are kind of changing and making it real, and it becomes real. And that line you drop, change is possible. It's really a thing that I kind of have the thought throughout my days quite regularly, like miracles exist, you know. It's like they actually are real.
Yeah, they are real. They're real. Yeah, it's different when you experience it by yourself. No, it's not something that someone else told you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there is a relationship with that, and it's different to me. It's different. Also, the development in terms of awareness we had in the last months, also after IPEC. This is very important as element that create the foundation for the change process. Remember the first session where we were scared to remain silent.
Oh yeah, of course. Always talking. I'm really curious, like, what is something you believe that no one else believes about life?
In a way, I always thought that change is possible. Because there was something that resonated with me. I was not so conscious about how you can do it, how you can change, but it was always something that resonated with me. And I think that this thing is something that make myself unique. And what's it could be difficult is the focus, where you put the focus. If you want to change someone else, or if you want to support a change, or if you want to change to see things differently. So from here, it starts to be difference in terms of what you want to see, the consciousness, the awareness you have to put in to understand differences. And probably the first step is jump the obstacle of what you always believed that is true, or that is what you see, how you see the world. And when you start to ask yourself this is real to me. I believe it really. Everything changed. Everything changed, and to me, it's there that started the curiosity and the inspiration of an exploration. So what's behind that? And from there, if you want to ask yourself question, yeah, you are in front of an infinite universe, in terms of connections, in terms of different levels of inspiration and creativity, but also at a more material level of our daily life. It's like the change of the focus. It's like recenter yourself in something different than what you always do, what you always think. And I think that vision evolved in the years, but it was always present to me. It's a memory that it's present, yeah, since when I was a child. The change, the possibility of change. Also because I don't like to go where others told me to go. So it's not my first. It's like I don't want to go there because others say that. So it's maybe easier to me to find an alternative, no? Something that it's more original, more personal, that I can identify myself, I can customize it differently. This is my nature. This is my nature. It's not something that I learned through the existence. I develop it, and for sure coaching gave me some tools to know where I am and to understand better the communication and a lot of different things that before I wasn't able or I was aware of. I think that this one it's a way to see the world different than others. The change is possible always. It's not impossible. It's only it's only important how difficult you see that you can change.
Mm-hmm.
It's impossible. It's not impossible. For sure, you can believe that is impossible. Yeah. And that is so interesting because at the same time give me the desire to support or myself or another person, and so take action, and also be curious, because if someone think that something is impossible, there is a reason and behind it. And also that curiosity, it's so important now in general, not only in a coaching session, in general. Now which are the lenses of that person, how this person is watching the world. So it's like experiencing the life of another person. No, I give you my glasses, no, and it's like reading books. No, it's the same. You start a journey that it's so inspiring because it's not your go-to way to do things, to see stuff. So it's, to me, it's very inspiring. I'm totally detached by everything else when I have this type of inspiration. Everything else disappears in a second. So curious about the way others see differently what I see, the world or something else.
Oh, there's so many questions.
Ask me.
How do you kind of strike the balance between knowing you have a unique perspective and also your curiosity, combining them without being like, what I imagine is I'm curious about what happens with the other person, right? But I also have a very certain idea or strong sense of what I know or think I know or believe. How do you kind of reconcile them? So being curious without pushing your perspective on the other person.
Yeah, it's the work I am doing at the moment. Also here, it depends on where you want to put your focus. If you want to convince something else, someone else, or you want to, offer your perspective, it's a way. In the other, if you are really curious, you are present and you listen. And probably working in music a lot of years, 17 years, helped me to develop this behavior, or I can remain silent all day and listen without speaking a word. It's not so strange to me. So it depends. A lot of times I want to share what I think, and for sure I think that is better. So I put it also judgment, and it depends which way you choose. Where do you want to go? And I think that both ways needs effort and some depth to understand more. So to look what's behind the iceberg, now behind the sea level. And this is interesting. And for sure, putting aside your taste is what you like, and trying to understand if there is something behind what you already know, or what you already experienced in the past, choosing out, I like it or I don't like it. And recently I'm very I'm trying to go where I don't like. If there is something that I don't like, I am trying to find something comfortable where for me there is no there is not until the moment something comfortable. So this need of being uncomfortable, it's very useful, because you put yourself in, for sure, in a different perspective now. Not only because you are trying to practice something different, but also because you are moving yourself aside of 1 meter, no? Mm-hmm. So your perspective, it's different. After that action, you can always choose what you want to do. A lot of time you remaining open, you find a lot of stuff that it is incredible, no? That it's new to you, and maybe it's part of a future process of learning or interest or something that you will enjoy. So this is also what you have to put on if you want to change. No, do something different. Do something different than what we are used to do. Not easy. Not easy.
Yeah.
I'm not a master in that. Saying that I can declare that I'm not a master. I would like to be a master on that. Yeah. It's at the end, it's choosing between what you want to do.
I really liked what you said, and I wrote it down as you spoke. After the action, you can always choose what you want to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It kind of has the sense of opening up space that when you make a decision, there is still room to make decisions afterwards. You're just in a different spot, as you said. Like you are meter left or right or front or back, up or down.
Yeah. Yeah. And also changed, now that we are talking about it, what create the difference is the speed you use in doing stuff like that. So slowing down your speed, so trying to remain where you are now. It's so important because otherwise you run, you fly away, no? When there is something that it's not good to you, no, you don't like it, or you don't know it, or you are not able to address it, no. Yeah, there is a little bit of patience. Okay, let's stay here a little bit longer and discover what there is behind, no? Or what if you want a question, what this situation is trying to say to me, no? More than, okay, this is a block, this is a problem, this is something to address. Okay, and if the situation could speak, what could be the message, no? In terms of me learning something from the situation. It's it's more complicated and explaining it than doing it, no? Tries to stay there 5 seconds more, 10 seconds more, no? If you want to speak, stay there 10 seconds listening. After that, if you want to speak and say your opinion, what is right for you, your judgment, that's okay. But with 1, 2, 5, 10 seconds more of staying there, yeah, you have changed something in terms of your habits, no? And if you do that daily, you are practicing on changing habits and deciding what you want, because we need beliefs, no, as human beings, no. The difference is it's not destruct all belief, it's choosing what is creating an advantage for you, no. It's not having beliefs. Why? If I believe something that to me is an advantage, or it's so good, or makes me happy and fulfilled, yeah, That's good. That's incredible. We are not destroying beliefs as coaches. We are creating beliefs. We are supporting the creation of beliefs that are good for the person we are working with. So also explaining that and validate that to myself is so important. Otherwise, you have to, it seems that you have to cut away everything, no, and remain in the total emptiness. No, maybe it could be a way to recreate a new mindset, but at the end, you have to choose your what you want to believe on. To me, always to me.
Yeah, no, I can only double that. It's so useful, and it makes so much more sense to see beliefs as something that is here to be changed in order to support our life and the lives of the people around us and life on Earth, basically. Like choosing smart beliefs is a good idea.
Yeah.
And like some beliefs, they really trip you up. I had I'll tell you, I had a belief once a few years ago that people would block my personal development journey. Like,
okay.
what
Why?
a stupid belief, like seriously. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
to be honest, most people don't care about personal development. But if you have this belief, you will push. That's what I did. I pushed out all people out of my life and I got miserable. Like, I was really, really
Yeah.
unhappy. And then personal development also doesn't really make sense because you do it for the joy of doing it and also of the joy of being a cooler human being, interacting in a cooler way with other human beings. That's part of the fun of it. And yeah, that was such a stupid belief, and it took me really some solid years to get behind it and be like, yeah, this is stupid. I go back to other people.
What was driving to believe it?
I think a misunderstanding of some teachings. Like someone said, yeah, people are quite underdeveloped and they will only hinder your growth, which is true to a certain extent. And at the same time, you can go together with people who are really powerful, who are really developed, and they will like pull you along and really make the most out of what's inside you or help you make the most out of what's inside you. That's more precise. So yeah, just ridiculous belief. It didn't support my life at all. It was just like, no, I'm the solo person that does personal development. It's really serious and only I can do it and others will only stop me on my way.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's like those
And
people that go vegan and then they are like um crusaders for
yeah,
veganism.
yeah,
It's the same. Really,
yeah.
it's really a belief that doesn't really support your life. If you are like,
And
that's the only truth.
yeah, exactly. And what makes you change your belief?
Mm. In that particular circumstance or general?
No, in that circumstance.
Yeah, I think it was just like, it was so draining. It was so not supporting. It was so destructive for my life, for my well-being, for my health, like even psychological health, not seeing humans that often. It was so much pain and suffering that like, yeah, no, I need to get back to people.
Okay.
That's
I
the
need to get
that's the only thing that makes sense.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so experience
Yeah.
made you change. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, like, I think through that experience, what actually supports the change is the opening of the mind. Because once you're suffering so deeply that you are like, this can't be it. You get so tired, so exhausted of it, that at some point, like, the mind searches for different ways to make things happen, to live, to be. And then then you are in the best spot to make changes, when you have an open mind.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And it all comes back to what you said, like, the change is possible. No?
Yeah.
The idea of this
Yeah.
can't be it. Like, there must be something else.
Yeah, it
Be a better
depends.
way.
Where are you? Where are you? I have to say that usually I am a positive person. If there is something that to me it's not good, I change. I try my best to change because I don't want to be unhappy. To me it's not possible to be unhappy. So yeah, I don't want to do it. Yeah, because I know that it's in my control. Maybe at the moment I'm not able to understand how to create this change, but also that perception was always present with me all my existence, that I don't like it, I don't do it, I change, I try to create a difference in what I don't want. It's usually I don't stay where I don't want to stay. It's this is also a difference that I don't see always in people now. It's sometimes it's easier to stay where you are, no? Yeah, because you have to put effort to change, you have to understand how to do it, you have to find the motivation that brings you in a mood that it could be painful, but change it, it's more important than the pain or the fear you have to address. And so it's always knowing where you are or what you can do in a second. So what's the next step, no, to change a little bit, no? And if you are there with yourself, you are starting to change already. You have already started if you are there, no? Because there is pain, there is fear, there is suffering, there is something that blocks you, but not 100%. So the little bit 100, 0.1, it's an incredible difference, because it's like I am with my nose now under, yeah, off of the water, no? I am draining and I'm like, okay, I can do it, no? Survival mode in an opposite way, no? It's not, oh, I stay here because I'm safe. Okay, here I'm safe, but I want to go out there. Out there is something that to me it's better than stay there. Okay, here I'm safe. So now I know that if there is a problem, I can come back here. No one can kill me. No one can hurt me. But I want to go outside. I want something different. So yeah, okay, I have to do it, but I want. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, yeah. Also, if you are lazy, yeah, you want to change.
Yeah.
And when you feel that emotion, that thoughts in another person, it's like, okay, here we are ready to do it. This is incredible to me. That thing, to me, it's incredible. I would like to experience it every day, all the day, in any moments. Yeah.
How does change impact like the people and the life around you? When you decided for yourself you will change and you do, like how does it move the things around you?
At the end, it's I am so much in my head, so I can see differently. I can see the world differently. The feedback from the outside, I don't know. It's present. It's there is the awareness from the outside that I'm changing, but in a way, it's other people know it better than me sometimes. No, so it's, yeah, I am someone that who change. It's my nature. It's my nature. Also, change city and what I have accomplished in the last months for my friend. This is it's you. It's not something strange for us, no, because you have always done things differently. So yeah. And now that I'm saying it to you, it's like a good insight on believing in myself more than what I do. Instead of, yeah, I don't think about a lot about what the others think about me. It's more of an overthinking that goes on in my mind when I want to change and I don't do it. So it's more a dialogue within me, than something with someone else. So it's my surprise, it's my desire to change, and me being happy of doing it more than what is changing from others. Maybe nothing changed for others. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is a good question to ask to others.
Yeah, I want to go even deeper. What's kind of when, how do I do this? Completely lost. Like, I mean, you said they kind of feel that you change, right? They have a sense of it, and sometimes they even know it more than you do. What does it kind of do with them seeing you changing or being changed?
Hey, my personal experience, nothing. There is no connection between my change and the others. What it could create a change in others is me changed, who want to speak with others about my change and what they could do, not to change exactly the way I did, but it's like an inspiration. And mostly of the time it doesn't work because it's my way to be inspired by, yeah, I look at the window now and I have something. It's my way to live. So it's weird to talk about it. Yeah, it's good to explore it. It's good to explore it. Usually the change of others, no, of me doesn't change others, it's normal to others. And if I try to explain it, maybe there is some curiosity, but I always done things differently. So yeah, it's for others, it's normal that I am who I am. So yeah, I'm not inspiring others through my change. Maybe they see something, but they're not interested usually. It's more interesting as peers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They're not topics so interesting in general. It's my experience. Or maybe I am not connected to the layer you are asking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because what I think is that when you see someone deeply change, it kind of does something with you. Not maybe even not even consciously, but unconsciously it does something with you. For example, my father, he was never a travel person, and now it's like his biggest thing is traveling all over, into, well, in the past, Russia, Mongolia, Southeastern Europe, all places. Like, he really enjoys it. And when he started, he did like half a year trip, I think through Russia and Mongolia, something like that, like a really big trip. And he never traveled before, like hugely. Like holiday, yes, but not really traveling. And after that, I decided to go and travel to South America, which before I was like, no, I don't travel. Like, I don't care. And so,
I don't
you know,
care.
you know what I mean? It does something with you. It does something with you if someone changes. And I really believe we're in that way all really connected. And the best thing you can do for other people to change, if they want to, is that you yourself change as much as you can. And they will feel it. Like, they will be inspired by it. Just if you walk with them through, like, together somewhere, if you just be with them, they will feel it very deeply somewhere, maybe even consciously, but mostly subconsciously. And they will get their ass moving as well. That's what I truly believe.
Maybe. Yeah, what I'm thinking right now, it's also knowing a before and after. No, I can know it about my parents, my friends. Usually you don't have the story of the people in front of you, no. So you have what the person is at the moment, no, and so it could be interesting to explore it. And I usually do it with the artists. So I go back to the first album an artist have done. It's so interesting, that thing, because it's related to the journey of the person, no? And you don't only listen to music. You try also to understand, reading biography or stuff like that. What's changed in 10 years? Okay. And so what this artist was doing in the first album or before the first album, and what is doing now in terms of music genre, and in terms of who is he or she right now. So this is so interesting, because working with young artists, they ask me, I want to be successful. Okay, what is success to you, no? And so you can go deeper, understand if success is having the best car in the world, or being fulfilled creating music, or I don't know. And it's so interesting trying to explain how an artist could develop his success journey in terms of music, in terms of the change as a human being, in terms of how you have to connect to people, or how you want to connect to people differently than what I'm telling you. So it's so interesting, that thing of having an idea of, yeah, it's like a documentary, you know, of the artist, or you are visualizing what you want to do in your journey as artist. Because when you are 18, you have for sure in front of you 10, 20 years of in the music business right now, to develop, to create something different, to find your original way to do what you want. So in that perspective, I like to have a before and after, no, longer than a week. Okay. and I like to do it also, doing my stuff, learning when I was learning guitar. I was trying to understand different guitar techniques through different artists in their different stage of the journey, you know. So what they were doing in the initially, you know, how technical they are, how emotionally they try to create something, you know, which instruments they use, where they were when they create this album. No, there are a lot of things that are so useful, because you create music when you are inspired. So what inspired this type of music? This is a good it's a deeper layer than only listening to music. Now you're trying to connect all the elements. So try, for example, if I don't know, if you can choose whatever artist you want, and try to connect the music to the years where they were created, what was the situation in the world, what was the technology they used, how long it took to be done. All these things inspire differently people. Now that we can do everything inside our room, in bedroom, it's totally different than being Pink Floyd, okay, that need to stay 4 months in the studio. And there is no judgment. What's the difference? What's the difference? Because music is going on. No matter the mixers, the studios, the people, the success, no? Today, everything is possible. You can put your music on after you mix it in a second, and you put it on Spotify or what you want, no? In a second. It's like a dream for an artist that started 30 years ago, no?
Yeah.
So these differences are very interesting to me, because they give me some inspiration on how create a journey, no, together with the person I work with. And this is interesting. I would like to do it in terms of change. Yeah, you inspired me. that insight. Yeah.
What do you mean in terms of change?
Yeah, go back to what you said and what might change could
Mm,
be inspiring for others and vice versa. And so stay there and be curious about that layer, no? If I feel something in others, or yeah, vice versa, they inspire me something. Yeah. Usually
yeah.
I don't think in terms of change. If there is something that inspired me, I grab it and I try to use it and make it mine. Nice, thank you.
Great.
Yeah, and for you, what is change?
Phew.
And what is it?
Oh, this one is good. I don't know how precise, but I really like it. It's the realization, or like coming to a newer, higher realization, deeper realization, more complete realization of the absolute unchanging truth of everything that is. I think that to me is like the essence of change. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true change to me. It's
Yeah.
how deeply you are conscious of of the absolute. That which does not change. Yeah.
It's so nice. Yeah. And you made me think that using the word change, okay, you create something like you have already said. Someone else can believe that change is, oh, why I have to change? What is change? No, it could be something so negative because, oh, now that I am here and I have done all that I have done in my life, why I have to change? No, so it, maybe saying what's the next step, it could be something less scary, no? Because
Yeah.
change is
Yeah, for a lot of
change is,
people.
yeah, losing your identity.
Yeah.
Why you have to change your identity?
No reason to give it up. That beautiful identity I built.
Yeah, because also change, it could be do something small, create a small difference in your life.
You know
It's
where I
not
got
change everything,
yeah.
anything,
You know where I got really curious? You mentioned that you're like a person of change that is always changing. And
Yeah, to me change is changing everything. Not change is okay.
and I was wondering whether that's something that also changes. Maybe it has in the past, maybe it is changing right now, or maybe it is changing and it will change in the future. What do you think?
Yeah, good question. I don't know. I don't know what to answer. For sure, I get bored so easily. So also try different things. To me, it's so important. I love extremes. So I am one so disciplined in doing a thing repeatedly and listen to. If you produce a song, you listen to it 1 million times. Okay. At the same time, I cannot listen to a song more than once when I listen to Spotify. No, why? I am losing my time. If I don't want to listen to it because I want to understand how they create this drum sound or stuff like that. Otherwise, I've already listened to it once, and yeah, I want to use my time to discover something different, to listen to something different. So I am white or black. So all the nuances are good. It depends. A lot of time I'm very, very extreme. So this is why I want to change in so creating a great difference than a big difference than before.
In terms of
I like that.
in terms of being less extreme, coming more to a center, or in terms of you want so strong change because you enjoy the extremes?
I enjoy the extremes. I enjoy.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. But to me, it's so natural to try. I could dress black all the year and choose a day where I don't want to dress in black anymore. No, stuff like that. To me, it's so normal because there is something that it seems useful. It's fun. It's also funny to do it. It doesn't need more than that sometimes. So I like to enjoy stuff like in that way also. So take myself less seriously. No. It seems good also to remain more open. No, this behavior. Okay, let's change. Let's do something different. No, also to be it's really strange that usually I don't have others in mind. I have others in mind if I want an example to bring some elements in my life, but usually I don't. I'm not so interested in what other persons think about me, and this is a reason why I naturally change. Yes.
To me, like a really interesting change occurred that I'm sensing from you, which is the way you talk and the way you speak in English. I mean, I've never heard you speak Italian. That would be interesting as well. But I mean, like, when I got to know you, it was like really like all over the place. Like thoughts running there, and like was totally I was totally unable to follow you. It was so stressing to me. And now it's like really calm and peaceful. And so like it feels there's like a, how do you say, roter Faden? Huh. That's the German word. Like a kind of topic flow or something. It stays more more solid, more stable, more centered somehow. And that's something I really enjoy, because it feels more like you as well. The other one was like it was you, but it was like all over the place you. And it didn't feel like you were connected with yourself. And now it feels like you're much more in yourself, which is a joy for me to see and to be with that.
I remember it. It's a daily work. It's a daily work. I like it. I like it to do it. And what's interesting is it was listening to the recording of my first success coaching session for IPEC, and doing the third one, and knowing how much I changed in the way I used English. Yeah, for sure. I am not an English native speaker, and it not only I learned a lot, and that's okay. I will like more. I will like more. Also the confidence, also this remain more calm than before. No, trying to explain, trying to choosing the words a little bit faster, a little bit more confident. It was good to feel that difference. And I love that you are saying that there is a difference right now. It's a good feeling to have done that. And it also helped me to keep going, no? To stay motivated and and go on in the journey. We are at the beginning of this new journey, no? So these are the first steps. And so now we have a clue for the future.
Yeah.
Go back to a concrete clue of who you were in the past. Also 3 months ago, maybe some of your videos, no? If you, when they say your first video sucks, or your first video it's not your best video, no? Or stuff like that, no? So a good clickbait title. In a way, it's so interesting to go back and find the differences, no?
Yeah, totally. I think I'm not there where my videos don't suck.
Okay.
I mean, this is a conversation, so this is kind of out of making a video. This is just talking, which is beautiful, and I really enjoy it. That's why I will upload it, because I want to share the joy of it. But I feel like the other videos that are like 2 or 3 minutes, they are all shit. They have
Okay.
no intention. They have nothing. Like it's such a disaster, and it's best. Like that's how it's supposed to be. I really started it with like the idea. Okay, I will do 30 videos, just record them, just upload them, no strings attached, like nothing particular, no quality. I don't care, just making 30 videos. And that's what I did. And that's perfect for the start. And now I
Yeah.
can really, after I've done the challenge, I can like think about, what kind of video do I want to make? What is beneficial to other people? What makes sense in a larger scheme of things? So yeah, that's a new venture.
Yeah. 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 I
And
love it, and I was very happy to be one of the first in our peer group to see your the videos of your
true.
challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were the first people I sent the video to, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So change is possible. Another clue, another
Yeah,
testimonial.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm also trying to figure out with this, like, what do I really like? And I mean, I love those conversations. It's so easy, like time flies by. We almost got,
Mhm.
oh, I mean, we've got over an hour or something. It's just so
Yeah.
much fun.
Yeah. And it's so curious how your challenge that was like, okay, 30 videos, do it, no matter the quality, no
Mhm.
matter nothing else. And you did it. And sometimes in change is so important to set what you want, to achieve. 30 days, 30 videos, not 30 days, 30 videos with the best light, the best camera, the best of everything. So at the end of the 30 days, you have something,
Yep.
and you are not anymore where in the place where you started the challenge, no? So maybe you have not something that it's good to you, okay?
Mhm.
You have something
Yeah.
different. And yeah, maybe this is a good way to explain change to people, no? I have 30 videos, and before I wasn't able to visualize it, to think about it, I was scared also to watch a video on how to create your challenge, no, of 30 videos in 30 days. Yeah, because change, maybe it could be so scary, no, if because you think about yeah, get to the highest level of a mountain, no? It's yeah, this is a huge change, no? So conquer a mountain. It could be a simple challenge. I had mine with my coaches and 16 of them. So these challenges are
Right.
so useful to understand also what you want to do. Maybe at the end you will decide to keep going with video, or or to choose something else, journalism, podcast, or doing nothing. I don't know.
I love it. It comes back to the quote you gave me. After the action, you can always choose what you want to do.
Yeah.
Like a full circle.
Yeah.
Now we're back
Yeah.
at this.
Yeah, and you can do it also in less time, in 15 seconds maybe, than in 90 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. I have let's wrap it up, or almost wrap it up. I have a last kind of question, or last kind of opening question where we might spend a few minutes. How have we changed, if in any way, with our conversation today?
For sure, how change is seen by others, or the change of others is seen by yourself. So how you relate with change that is not your change. This is interesting to me.
Okay.
This is a totally new perspective. This is very, very interesting.
Huh. For me, I think it is our energy, how we kind of came into the conversation, and now it feels like in the past, I don't know, last 30 minutes or something, we really on one flow and frequency. I felt that's, I think, the change that's most prevalent to me. Do you say that? Salient to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible how differently we resonate. No? And at the same time, how we inspired each other. So how we met in some spot, no, to create yeah that video, no.
Yeah.
And that's incredible that we are connected, and at the same times we have different perspectives. So it seems that is like a connection and we are not connected. So
Yeah.
it's their connections create the movement. No. So we explored our personal space, no, and we choose what to resonate with. Yeah, the energy. Yeah, you are so sensible to the energy change.
Yeah, I'm slowly getting better. I'm slowly getting better at it. No, I'm really happy. Because that's what I feel is like a superpower, when you can sense it when people are in front of you. You can just point it out and people are like, what? And then they are like, oh, right.
All right, and before you were like that, so focused on that thing, no, and every word it has a different weight, so that the energy is changing, the past, the code. Yeah. Yeah. This is so Carl. Yes. Yeah.
Great, Patrizio. Let's call it a day.
Yeah. Thanks for inviting me.
Hey, thank you, man.
Of the other videos or conversation you will have in the future.
Yeah, there will come something. Click here.
Yeah.